Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. No man is free who is not master of himself. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone." Only the educated are free. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. If you want to be a writer, write. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. A city is not adorned by external things, but by the virtue of those who dwell in it. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Is it possible that what is not in your power to control should be either good or evil? No. True happiness is a verb. It's the ongoing, dynamic performance of worthy goals. Nature hath given men one tongue, but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Do not try to seem wise to others. If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. Attach yourself to what is spiritually superior, regardless of what other people think or do. Seek not the good in external things. Seek it in yourselves. He who is discontent with what he has and with what has been granted him by fortune is an ignorant of the art of living. What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are. You become what you give your attention to. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. No great thing is created suddenly. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and thence proceed to greater. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. To accuse others for one's own misfortunes is a sign of want of education. To accuse oneself shows that one's education has begun. To accuse neither oneself nor others shows that one's education is complete. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Whoever does not regard what he has as most ample wealth is unhappy, though he be master of the world. Difficulties are things that show what men are. A man should live so that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. All philosophy lies in 2 words, sustain, and abstain. It is a kingly thing to do well and to be spoken evil of. If you would be good, first believe that you are bad. Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant. Preach not to others what they should eat, but eat as becomes you, and be silent. The world turns aside to let any man pass who knows where he is going. Imagine for yourself a character, a model personality, whose example you determine to follow, in private as well as in public. Let silence be your general rule, or say only what is necessary and in few words. Avoid banquets of strangers and the vulgar. When you are going to meet with any person, imagine to yourself what Socrates or Zeno would have done in such a case.
In a word, neither death, nor exile, nor pain, nor anything of this kind is the real cause of our doing or not doing any action, but our inward opinions and principles. Sun does not wait for prayers and incantations to rise, but shines forth and is welcomed by all. Do not wait for applause to do your duty. Control your passions, lest they take vengeance on you. Think of God more often than you breathe. If you seek truth, you will not seek to victory by dishonorable means. And if you find truth, you will become invincible. If you want to live a life free from sorrow, think of what is going to happen as if it had already happened. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them. Reason does not wish to decide what is just in a hurry, but it wishes to take time. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. Nothing is to be had for nothing. There is a difference between saying a thing and doing it. He who has no fatherland is a man of no account. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. Do not wish that all things should happen as you desire, but desire the things that happen as they are. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. It is better to die of hunger, but free from fear and grief, than to live in abundance and be troubled in mind. No man can rob us of our will. Events do not just happen, but arrive by appointment. The soul is like a bowl of water, and our impressions are like the ray of light that falls upon the water. Everything has two handles, one by which it may be borne, and the other by which it may not. If a man is unhappy, remember that his unhappiness is his own fault, for God has made all men to be happy. Man is not the master of other men, but of his own mind.